and every single person on Earth stand shoulder to shoulder. 8 billion people, one signal, you jump. The Earth is suddenly pushed by a massive, coordinated effort of human leg muscles, a global leap of faith. Now, the physics of the landing finally begin. 8 billion people landing at once is a lot of noise. The simultaneous impact creates a thunderclap that shatters every window in a 10-mile radius. Ground tremors ripple through the crust, concrete cracks, pavement buckles. The sound is a singular, world-shaking thud. It is not enough to move the planet, but it is enough to make every dog in the northern hemisphere bark in absolute terror. The chaos has just started. Let's look at the numbers. The average human mass is 70 kilograms. 8 billion humans total roughly 560 trillion kilograms. That sounds like a lot. In reality, the Earth weighs 6 sextillion tons. The ratio is absurd. Moving the Earth with a jump is like a single flea trying to push a cruise ship by hopping on the deck. The planet barely notices. Most of the energy is absorbed by the ground. The crust flexes slightly. The atmospheric pressure spikes for a millisecond. To the Earth, this event is a negligible itch. To the humans, the sudden compression of air creates a localized shockwave that pops several thousand eardrums instantly. This is a very loud failure. The jump itself was a waste of time. The real problem is the logistics. 8 billion people are now standing in one giant, crowded mass. There is no one left to run the power plants. No one is driving trucks. The global supply chain just stopped. Imagine the density. To fit everyone in one place, people are packed like sardines. Body heat begins to accumulate. 8 billion humans radiating heat in a concentrated area creates a thermal nightmare. The temperature in the center of the crowd climbs rapidly. Perspiration fails to cool the skin because there is no air circulation. Heatstroke becomes a global epidemic within minutes. The crowd turns into a biological furnace. People begin to faint from lack of oxygen. The sheer weight of the crowd creates a crushing force. The people at the bottom are flattened by the weight of the people above them. It is a slow, sweaty descent into madness. The physics of crowd crush take over. The atmospheric heat makes the air shimmer. The collective breathing of 8 billion lungs consumes the local oxygen supply at an alarming rate. Everyone is now very warm. Now consider the ground. The crust is not a solid block. It is a series of plates floating on magma. A concentrated mass of 8 billion people creates a localized pressure point of immense proportions. This isn't enough to crack the planet, but it is enough to trigger seismic instability. Dormant fault lines beneath the crowd begin to slip. The sudden shift in weight acts like a giant finger pressing on a bruised piece of fruit. Localized earthquakes erupt. Fissures open up beneath the feet of the jump participants. Some people simply vanish into the mantle. The sudden displacement of Earth sends a shockwave through the lithosphere. Tsunami waves trigger across every coastline. The coordinated jump has accidentally become a coordinated demolition of the local geography. The ground is no longer a reliable surface. It is now a shifting, unstable slurry of rock and panic. The seismic energy travels across the globe. Distant cities feel the tremor. The Earth is finally reacting to the annoyance of 8 billion tiny humans now. The scene is pure anarchy. Thousands of people are falling into volcanic vents. Tsunami walls 300 feet high erase the coastlines. The remaining survivors are still packed together, fighting for a breath of oxygen. The heat has reached critical levels. The crowd is now a churning ocean of humanity. A single sneeze triggers a domino effect. Because everyone is touching, the wave of falling bodies travels at 30 miles per hour. Millions of people are knocked over in a cascading failure of balance. The noise is deafening. Screams are drowned out by the sound of shifting tectonic plates. The atmosphere is thick with dust and sweat. Birds flee the area in confusion. Satellites in orbit record a strange brown smudge on the Earth's surface. The smudge is the human race. The coordinated leap has successfully achieved nothing in terms of orbital mechanics, but it has successfully dismantled modern civilization in under 10 minutes. Fire breaks out in the periphery as electrical grids collapse. The world is burning, shaking, and smelling faintly of 8 billion unwashed gym socks. It is a logistical catastrophe of the highest order. The physics are relentless. The outcome is a total mess. In the end, the Earth did not move. The orbit remains unchanged. The planet didn't even flinch. All the effort, the coordination, and the subsequent global collapse were for nothing. The total displacement of the Earth's center of mass was less than the width of a single atom. The universe is indifferent to your jump. The laws of physics are a cold, hard wall that does not care about your synchronized efforts. You didn't move the world. You just completely broke it. As the dust settles, the only remaining concern is the legal aftermath. Since everyone participated, the insurance companies collectively declare a force majeure. Your homeowner's policy does not cover acts of global synchronized jumping. You are now responsible for the earthquake damage. This is very unfortunate. That is why you should never organize a global jump. Want to see what happens if we ignite the atmosphere? Subscribe to the What If Club. We have more bad ideas.